Welcome back to the channel. As you guys can already tell by the title, today I will be introducing the new tow truck to the OZ fleet. I've always wanted a second gen, always wanted, I don't know, if I'm driving a truck, I like having a dually. I got rid of my Ford F-350, went to a good home, Jared, up at Archon in Wisconsin. Shout out to the homie, keeping super clean and super good care of that truck. I do miss it a little bit, but on to bigger and better things. This truck is not as clean as that Ford was, but I really was looking for this truck because of the drivetrain. So with that being said, here we are, 1997 Dodge 3500. So yes, it is Cummins, and it does have a little surprise for you guys. It is also manual. So real quick, figured we'd hop straight into it. We'll take a look at the engine bay real quick. No, it's not perfect, but I'll talk a little bit about why I picked this truck. So this truck does have a, if you are familiar with the Cummins or any of the Dodge stuff, it does have a 12 valve. So the 12 valve is what I really wanted over the 24 valve. Basically, the difference between the 12 valve and the 24 is that this engine is mechanical. So the fuel pump is mechanical. Everything is mechanical. No electronics, as in the 24 valve is ran with an ECU. I also favored this truck because it is pretty much all stock. Even the stock airbox, which not a lot of people keep. And the maintenance on this, as you can tell, if you are into the Dodge or Cummins scene, this thing is so clean, you can almost eat off of it. So it was a, not northern truck, but I drove up to North Carolina. I didn't vlog this trip just for the fact that it was kind of last minute and it was a lot of driving. So it was about 9.5 hours up north, met up with the dude in the afternoon, bought the truck, drove back down same night. I think we left at like 3:30 in the morning and then got back at like 1 something in the morning the next day. So almost 24 hours of driving. Pretty crazy, but there wasn't much to vlog and I didn't want to bore you guys with basically just a bunch of scenic stuff. So I'm here making a video on the truck as it sits. We do have some, you know, not problems, but just cosmetic stuff. I do want to take these eyelids off. Not a fan of those. I do want to look for a new front bumper. I do want to get one-piece headlights. And I'll walk around, kind of give a little description of some of the problems, but overall the truck is pretty clean. I did say that I bought it for the drivetrain, so this is another big reason. Only 180K on the dash. The clutch has already been replaced. All of the maintenance has been kept up on. It has new tires. All of the front ball joints have been replaced. It has new shocks. And for a lot of you Dodge guys, the death wobble is a big issue on these. So if you haven't ever replaced the ball joints on yours, one, look into doing that, and two, if you did it yourself, then you know how much of a pain it is. The truck, the paint is decent. I bought it as a work truck anyways, so not gonna be too picky on that. Taillights have to go. Those are horrible. We'll get some clean tails for this. Rear bumper, common issue for these to be a little bit saggy, so I'll look into either adjusting that or getting a new one, and boom. So this is pretty much the only issue cosmetically. Really, there is no mechanical issues, but cosmetically, this is the only problem. So if you're watching this and you have a passenger side dually fender, hit me up because I will buy it. I don't care what the color is as long as it's in good condition. Going underneath the truck, it has a stock exhaust, super stock, everything else. Sorry, it's dark and a little bit dirty. I do want to pressure wash all of this. There's a bunch of mud kind of up at the front anyways, so I wanted to get rid of that and really clean this thing up as best as I can. It does have new brakes, like I named, new tires, and a bunch of maintenance that has been kept up, which I really was hyped to hear. Also, it does have a flip ball. Basically, there's a thing on the side. You just pull that out, you pull the ball up from the top, flip it over, and then lock it back in. So that will come in handy with towing all the imports. Coming over to the passenger side, as you guys may have seen when I opened up the thing, I do have this door card. It is actually sitting right there. Reason being that this is off. Actually, the day I bought it on the way home, I stopped at Walmart to get one of these Bluetooth transmitters. These things come in super clutch. If you have any radio that doesn't have Bluetooth, basically this thing hooks to an empty station and then Bluetooths to your phone. But like I was saying, actually the actuator inside, or I guess you would call it the scissor lift for the window, is a little bit janky. So I was rolling up and down the window and then the window actually popped off. So I took the door card off, I fixed it to where the scissor lift is basically holding the window in the up position. I will be fixing that. I found one for like 40 something bucks online. I'll probably make a video on that as well. But overall, this truck is pretty clean. It's got a little bit of dirt and stuff in the seats. I do want to do a steam cleaning on that. It's got a couple burn holes, but I mean, that's common on these trucks. The dash has actually been replaced. As you can tell, it is super clean. I am going to be looking for the glove box plastics, I guess. The glove box hinges are actually broken, so when you open this, the whole glove box will fall. And as you can see, there's some cracking here, some glued pieces here. But if you are familiar with these second gens, you know how terrible their plastics are. So these things are brittle and break super easy. Coming underneath the truck, I wanted to show you guys the new ball joints, both top and bottom. This is some of the dirt I was talking about. Just looks like caked on mud and dirt, whatever, but all of that will get pressure washed and cleaned. To my surprise, this 12 valve does not drip. It has some residual wetness of caked up oil, but if you're familiar with these 12 valves or even the 24 valves, a lot of the front seals are very, very common to leak. So it's almost impossible to find a 12 or 24 valve that does not leak. This one leaks, I guess it leaks a little bit, but it does not drip. Anywhere that I've parked, it has not dripped. So I will end up getting to doing those seals anyways, not only content, but also to just keep up with the maintenance. I do want to apologize if it seems like I'm kind of running through this. I got off work just a little bit earlier, and of course this thing can't fit in the garage. I don't really have anywhere to make this video right now other than outside in the driveway. So I'm trying to run through this before the sun goes down. Coming back inside the truck, figured I'd show you the inside real quick if it'll, oh, there we go. Door cards are in pretty good condition. Little tape holding on the fuse box panel. Overall, this truck is pretty clean for the 1000th time. I bought it for the drivetrain. Manual 12 valve is a very sought after combination, I guess you could say, and found one, so I jumped on it super quick. Give you guys a quick start up. I do want to get rid of that buzzer fuse, super annoying. It's just to let you know that the door is still open. AC, not even on, still booming. I get it. But yes, everything pretty much works in here. A little bit of a crack still on the dash, but all of that, and I guess some tape that they put over this Dodge thing. Not sure why that's there or what that was used for, but I did not ask. We'll let it warm up just a little bit more, and I will give you guys a sound clip of the exhaust before and after, especially if I can find a spot. To be honest, I haven't even looked at this exhaust yet to see if there's a hanger or clip or gasket, an area basically where I can unbolt to make it sound better. I really didn't want to have to cut anything today, so I will look at that in a few. Let this warm up for a little bit, give you guys a sound clip of the stock exhaust, and then if I'm able to find somewhere that I can basically unbolt it, then I will give you a sound clip after that, maybe some driving and stuff. I don't have anybody with me right now, so can't really get any outside rollers or anything, but I will have this thing, you know, for quite a while. So you guys will be around for the transformation. There'll be plenty of rollers, sound clips, mods. I do have a lot of things that I do plan on doing to this in the very, very near future. I want to get an exhaust on order. I do want to go with a 4-inch, I believe, is kind of what I've decided. I had a 3-inch downpipe to a 5-inch exhaust on the Ford, but it was just a little bit too open for me. So I think if I go for a 4-inch downpipe to a 4-inch exhaust, straight pipe all the way out the back, I think that's going to be not only plenty loud enough, but also a very good sounding exhaust. So we'll give this just a little bit, and I'll get you guys some sound clips. If you guys are into the truck community, diesel community, or even the Cummins community, you are probably going to say there's no way that it rolls that much coal 100% stock. Well, it is 99.5% stock. The guy before me, it was his uncle's originally, so I'm the third owner. The guy I bought it from is the second owner, and he used it for towing. Basically what he did, the only thing other than maintenance and 100% you know, stock filter, keeping up with changes, all the belts and everything, was fully max out the fuel plate. So I don't believe he got an aftermarket fuel plate. I'm not too familiar with these, so correct me if I'm wrong, but he maxed out the stock fuel plate, basically, which allows for more fuel, which allows for basically more horsepower, more torque, and easier capability of towing. If there is no just adjustability on the stock fuel plate, then at that point I guess he did put in a aftermarket fuel plate. I have not torn this thing apart yet. I have not diagnosed exactly what he did or what he didn't do, I guess, if he said he did some stuff, but other than that, the truck is completely stock. So I'm super hyped for that. I do want to either get rid of the stock fuel plate, put in an aftermarket fuel plate, notch it out some. I do have plans to basically shorten the P pump, which also is mechanical and allows for more horsepower, more torque, and a lot easier capability for towing, as well as making it a lot kind of more fun to drive, especially being manual. It is a blast how it is already. So I'm gonna stop talking about the truck. You guys heard it, and I'm going to look for somewhere that I can unbolt, kind of to make it sound just a little bit meaner, a little bit more fun to drive before I start doing big mods. I do want to also get an intake so I can hear the big spoolie boy as I'm driving. And other than that, it is hot out though. That's why I'm sweating. But as the sun goes down, I'm gonna try and do this before the sun goes down. Look for a spot real quick. Now I'm just rambling, so I will catch you guys in a few. And I am back. I hate to disappoint, but looking underneath the truck, it looks like there's nowhere that I can really unbolt unless I start cutting anything. And I don't want to cut yet in this video. There will be plenty of videos where I'm cutting and chopping stuff up. I have big plans for this truck, as well as being the tow rig. I also do want it to look badass and drive badass and be kind of quick and just be a badass diesel. So I will hop into that, but I'll show you what I'm talking about. Underneath the truck, it does look like a muffler was welded on right here. Big old boy. And yeah, so I'm assuming that's where a flange would be, and a flange would be. Looks like I can't take that off. That's all one piece going out the back and up to the front. There is one right there, but it looks like it would be on there pretty good, I think. So I don't want to start taking that off, make it into a big I guess project this evening, just because I wanted to get this video out. I'm trying to be a lot more consistent on the videos. I know it's been a little while, so these smaller videos I'm gonna try pumping out. I got big projects as well with the LS, so if you are new to the channel, go check out all the LS content: raised floor, raised subframes, raised engine, raised strands, raised differential, all that crazy jazz. Or if you're just here for the truck content, then stick around. As you guys can already tell though, this truck is still going to have stuff that pops up that I had no idea about. I haven't owned it long. It's only been like maybe a week and a half or so. Just got it plated, so I've been driving it around the past couple days, and I do, like I've mentioned a bunch of times already, I do have a lot of stuff planned for this truck. So it is ideally going to be used as the gooseneck fifth wheel multi-car trailer hauler for all the imports. Go check out the link down below to my Instagram page if you are new here. I just went public that I'm now importing vehicles, so shoot me a DM on there if you're looking for something specific, or if you are interested in any of the cars I currently have. But again, hopefully I will get a lot more subscribers and viewers and people that come to the channel that are interested in this truck content. You know, I love the stance stuff, but I like it all. I've got the 61 Ford here behind me. I've got the imports over there, thanks to the neighbor for allowing me to use it. Got the hoopty over there. So it's just a little bit of everything. All the boys have different projects. I like putting everything that I like, which is almost everything, into the channel, so that a very diverse group of people can like the channel, watch what they want to watch, be interested in what they want to do, and hopefully I can help out and be entertaining. But thank you guys for tuning into this video. I know it wasn't very long or interesting, to say the least, but I just wanted to give you a rundown of the new truck because you will be seeing it on the channel quite a bit. I'm probably gonna work on the LS tomorrow, if not maybe Saturday. So by the time you guys see this, next video should be an LS video, and I am super pumped for it. Hopefully we'll get it back on the road. I gotta test fit the Vaugards again, figure out kind of what spacers that I need to order because I've been slacking on that, and maybe get some rollers, get some pictures, and get it back on the road. So if you're new here, hit that subscribe button, stay tuned for all the content. Also, go check out some of the past content, give a like, subscribe, and hopefully you stick around. So catch you guys on the next one. Later.